Okie dokie. In this video, we are taking a look at using Algolia with GraphCMS. This example is available on the GraphCMS examples repo over on GitHub. To use this code, you'll need a couple of things. You'll need an Algolia account. On that account, you'll need to have an index for products, and you'll also need to take a note of your Algolia admin API key. And you'll also need a GraphCMS account with webhooks enabled on it. So let's get into the project. I'm going to download this manually with npx degit. I'll paste that into my terminal and wait for it to download. CD into the project directory and open up VS Code. Before we take a look around the project, I'm going to install the dependencies with yarn. And while that's installing, we'll take a quick look around this project. So we're using Algolia search and React Instant Search DOM. We're using the Instant Search provider here with the search box and hits. Here we're defining the Algolia search client with the project ID and the Algolia public search API key. Here we're defining the index page with the Instant Search provider, passing in the search client using the search box for the hits, and the hits takes in the hit object here and renders that out in a pre-tag. The hit object is defined over in our webhook API here. Using Algolia search, adding the project ID to it and the Algolia admin API key. Down here we're making the request to Algolia. Okay, before we take a look at this in action, let's take a look at the Algolia dashboard. On the Algolia dashboard here, we have this defined for the GraphCMS e-commerce project. You notice in the indices, there's a record for the cap and the long sleeve tee. And in here is where you can get your application ID, your search only API key, and the admin API key. I'm going to copy that. Create.m file. I'm going to need the Algolia API key, the webhook secret key, which is going to come from the GraphCMS project. I'm going to paste those into the M file here. I'm going to add the keys off camera. For reference, in your GraphCMS project, your webhooks are defined here. Okay, now that I have my secret keys added to my M file, I should be able to go to the terminal and run yarn dev. I'm going over to localhost 3000. And here we can see we've got the search box and the pre-tag with the list for the cap and the t-shirt. So if I search for a t-shirt here, you see that's the one result I get back from the Algolia search. Okay, that's it for this one. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.